Hey everybody, Raven here, Raven Hot Coins, and today we have another constitutional slash junk silver, yes, 90% silver search. This time it's $500 face value, average circulation, average condition for Merc Dimes. Hoping that we can find some key dates, some really good stuff out there. Matter of fact, I got the list of key dates. And there's not a lot of them, but these ones are the important ones. 16 Denver, 21, 21D, 26S, 31D, 31S, 1942 Philly, and Denver over 1. The 16D, only about 250,000 of those were ever produced, so if you find one of those, holy cow. The rest are considered, the key dates, and the 42 over 41, a very cool find if you can get them. There was no 1922s produced, as you may or may not know, but we have a huge bag. I'm going to crack this puppy open, and I got my fingers crossed. I hope we find some really, really awesome stuff out of this bag. And this might take just a second. We don't want to damage the burlap. Matter of fact, be right back. I'm going to get something better to open it with. All right, everybody, we're back with the trusty kitchen shears, and this is going to crack nice and open here if it doesn't prove me wrong first. All right, so let me get this open, and once again, this is going to be a massive dump of coins. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing but Mercs. Holy smokes. It becomes pretty apparent quickly that this is a very daunting task to go through so many coins, but I am very fortunate to have the ability to do this, and very appreciative for the relationships that I've developed to be able to get things like this in my possession. This is a massive pile of dimes, and I really can't wait to get through it. So what I'm going to do is break away for a minute here and get these into some reasonable order of sorts. So I'm going to do probably dollar stacks, and there's going to be 500 of those all together. And this is going to be epic. Ravenhawk Coins, stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I've gotten to this point where I have $90 stacked up right here in dimes, and what I think I'm going to do is literally just, instead of stacking it all up like I normally do, I'm going to go through some of these dimes with you guys live, see if we find anything special, and then as we go along, if I find something cool during the finds, I'm going to break through to do that, because if I stack all 5,000, this video is never going to get done. But so let's do this. Let's turn on the scope, and we're going to see if we get any initial finds right off the bat. Matter of fact, let's start off. So we got a 1944. Pretty common date. Look and see what the mint mark is just for fun. That's a Philly. I expect to see mostly Phillies in this, to be honest, and Denver's because of where we're at. And we'll just stack up some here and see if we get anything right off the bat. Matter of fact, since there's no key dates in the 40s except for the 41 over 2, 42 over 41, we'll just kind of go through, and if we find something cool, we'll pull it aside. Then we got a 1936, and that's not a key date either, but it's a nice looking coin. A lot of these are really, really nice. There's another 1942. 1943. That looks interesting under the 4, but that's just some post-mint damage. 41. And that looks like a 41 or a 42. So we're going to put that aside. Matter of fact, I have my little burlap sack here. I'll put those in. We'll go through another stack of dimes here, and like I said, we'll come back if we find anything else, or anything. I mean, we haven't found a key date just yet, but if we find a key date or one of the really cool 42 over 41s, which I think that would be unbelievably epic, Matter of fact, I'm going to bring the scope down just a little, move this over, get us centered a little better there. And let's see here. There we go. That's pretty nice. For a second there, I was like, ooh, that looks cool, but we got a 1918, which is old and cool, but definitely not a key date, but still nice to see an older date. 1937 with some nice toning. 1944. 1945. 45. And I expect most of these to be more in the 40s. There's a 42. And another 42. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go through quite a bit of these and see if I find anything. Like I said, I'll break through to video and let you guys know if I get anything. Ravenhawk Coins, stay tuned. Alright, everybody, so we got our first find. It's kind of in rough shape, but hey, pretty darn cool because it looks to be a 1926S. Now there you can see 1926. We flip it over and we'll take the scope down a little because I'm pretty sure it's an S. I looked at it under a loop as well. And now, of course, because it's under the scope, it's not looking like what I thought it would be, right? Let's get even closer. You can hear the little ones having fun in the background. Right there, it's a mint mark, and I could have sworn it was an S, but, you know, it's not really showing up the way I thought it would here under the scope. And oh well, what do you do, right? I'm gonna look one more time and see. You know, yep, it is an S. I can see it. Haha, we got a 26S. It is really, really difficult to see, but I see it under the loop, and so I'm kind of shocked that I don't see it as clearly on here, but when I look under the loop, I can see that this right here, that is a little S, and it's just kind of worn really bad, but we do have a find, which is pretty neat. And matter of fact, if you look on the table, you can see we've gotten through a number of the coins so far, but we still got a ways to go. Keeping the fingers crossed. Ravenhawk Coins, stay tuned. Alright, everybody, really, really stoked. It's taken me a while. You can see there's been quite a few gone from here, but we're going to turn on the scope and show you the next find. Check this out. We got a 1931 Denver, ladies and gentlemen. You can clearly see the date. Now, I wish it was in better shape, but hey, still a really cool find, to say the least. So far, we've got a couple finds, and we're having fun. And that's the point of doing coin roll searches and hunting, or big constitutional silver, junk silver searches, is that you're having fun while you're doing it. I got hair flying out everywhere. And, you know, if you get lucky, you're going to find some good stuff. All right, we'll be back soon. Ravenhawk Coins, stay tuned. All right, everybody, I've stopped again because I got another find, and this one is a very clear 26S. Check this out. 1926. We flip it over, and there's that gorgeous S mark right there next to the branch, and this is turning out to be pretty fun. As you guys can see, I'll show you the pile and where I'm at. I've got quite a few gone from here, and I've actually enlisted Miss Raven to help me a little bit. She's been going through this pile as well at the same time, so that this doesn't turn into a 5-hour video, so to speak. But a lot of fun. So far, 3 cool finds. Stay tuned. Got the fingers crossed. All right, everybody, we're back with another find, and this time it's a 31. Let's take a look under the scope. 1931, San Francisco. So pretty cool. Very nice to find some good stuff, and I'm really happy with this bag so far. Compared to some of the other searches we've had recently, this one is doing really well. Matter of fact, let's go through some live ones together, and we'll see if we get anything live. All right, so that's a 39. I don't really look much at the mint marks, but since I'm showing you guys what's going on, because I'm mainly just key date searching, that's a 36, 38, 41, 44. But, you know, 4 finds so far is not too shabby at all. And it lets you know that even though somebody's probably looked through a lot of the coins before, people miss things. Sometimes they don't remember the dates, or their brain plays a trick on them about the date. And, you know, that's why there's still cool stuff to be cherry-picked out of big bunches of junk silver from your local coin shop. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep looking. Ravenhawk Coins. Stay tuned. All right, everybody. So we've gotten through quite a bit so far. We got this much left to go. Hoping we find some more good stuff. You just never know. You know, with coin roll searching and silver hunting, it's a hit and miss thing. But so far, 4 really good finds. Ravenhawk Coins, stay tuned. Hey everybody, Raven here again, and we've got an oddball find on the day. Check this out, under the scope, we've got a 1959 Rosie. Now my friend is pretty diligent about keeping his stuff separated, but hey, sometimes stuff happens, and it's kind of cool to find something different. You can see that we've gone through quite a bit on this pile. We got a little ways to go, hoping we find some more good stuff. We'll see you soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the pile is getting smaller, but no significant finds yet. We've got the 4 really cool ones and the Rosie Dime. We're going to get through the rest of this. Hopefully we get something. I got the fingers crossed to really hope we do find something else. Ravenhawk Coins, stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, we got through to this point in the pile, and check this out under the scope. We got a 1921 Philly. Very cool. Another key date. And that'll go right there with the rest of the finds. We got this much to go through. Matter of fact, we can turn the scope on and get through it together. Let's see if we find anything live here. And I'm literally just looking for the key dates. I'm not going to look at all the mint marks. I know some people really like looking at everything, but unfortunately, you know, sometimes that takes a little bit much time. Oops. Got them flying all over the place here. And got to get that in the right spot. 1940. The majority of coins in here were in the 40s, as one would suspect. We had a number of 16, you know, Philly and San Francisco, of course, and no D's. You know, the chances of that happening are like getting struck by lightning or hitting the lottery, you know. But you just never know what's going to happen. You know, it's one of those things that you got to stay consistent. You got to look through a lot of numbers to get to the point of finding really good stuff. And I figured this would be a cool start, and we have found quite a few really cool things, you know. Alrighty, we're working through the last of these. A lot of just 41, 42, 43, 44, you know, and that's typical of Merc Dimes. There's a 37, another 44. Matter of fact, let me get these all in my hand and make it a little bit quicker to get there. Alrighty. 1940, 37, and I have a great time. This was a really fun hunt. I'll show you guys in a minute how dirty my fingers are from doing this, because you're touching so many dimes, 5,000 dimes to be exact, and it takes quite a while. This was literally a couple hour journey just to do this. Matter of fact, it got to the point where I stopped piling them up in little piles because that was going to take a couple hours itself. 1917, it was easier just to take handfuls and just kind of go through it and see what we have. Maybe the next time I do one of these, maybe I'll make it into like $100 searches or 200, something where it breaks it up a little bit more, and you know, not such a daunting task. But no matter what, I'm not complaining by any means. I feel very, very fortunate to be able to do something like this. And it's one of those things that I always talk about in the shows and in our auctions and everything, is you got to really know how to develop relationships. And, you know, if you're going around to coin shops and coin shows and stuff, those people that get the really good deals, it's because they're developing relationships, they're making friendships, they're also giving back to the people that give to them. You know, I've given some of the coin dealers that I know, you know, gifts and maybe some food here and there, just like I would take care of a bank teller that was taking care of me as well. Because not only they become friends, but you learn that they like certain things, you know, and there's nothing wrong with giving back. Oh, wow. There's a cool find. We're missing the 4 on the 1945. That is a trip. Now, somebody might have filed that off a long time ago. It might have just been a kind of a grease error or whatnot, but that's pretty neat. We'll put that aside as a find. And so we got something cool while sitting here and talking to you guys and showing you all the coins that we're looking through. I am really actually happy with the finds that we got. I, of course, would have been happy to find a little bit more, but hey, it would have been a real bummer to go through all 5,000 and not find anything at all, you know, which is $500 face value, but 5,000 dimes. All right, we're down to the last 2, and this is the last one on the search. What is it going to be? It's a 1940 Philly. All right, so let me turn off the scope. We'll get the coins here in front of us. Actually, you know what? I'll turn the scope back on so we can show our finds. Take those out of the scope. So we have the 1945 missing the 4. We have a 1921. Oh, let me show that a little bit longer. 1921 Philly. We have the Oddball Roosevelt from 1959, which I thought that was still kind of cool. We have a 1926, and this would be San Francisco with a really nice S. We have the other 26, where for some reason it's hard to see it under this scope, but it is right there down below the branch, and I can see it on a better on my loop, so to speak. Then we have a 1931 Denver, and last but not least, 1931 San Francisco. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you like videos like this, please make sure to hit that like button, make a comment down below, and if you're not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe, because we appreciate all your help. It helps the algorithm. It helps the channel grow. If you want to correspond, it's ravenhawkcoins@gmail.com. Our P.O. Box is 721-296, Norman, Oklahoma 73070. Like always, please make sure to take care of one another, and we'll see you real soon. Ravenhawk Coins, have a great day.